Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we're going to do a quick sketch of Nelson Muntz from the Simpsons. As most of us will, I think, as most of us will know, Nelson is that recurring bully child who's, I think he's 12 years old on the show, and he is mostly seen in Springfield when he is busy terrorizing other kids, and usually like the other bullies also fall in line with him and carry out their not so respectable activities. So Nelson is like, I think, broad. I mean, he's a kid, but he's like quite big. So he has this like wide face, like wide shoulders. I think he packs some fat as well. So here, if you Google this image, you'll be able to see something like this. So we're doing like eyes, nose, and the famous protruding lower lip. And we will just grab ourselves a marker of some sort and get going. So we'll just put in some lines before we do that. Some additional lines so that we get everything right. So Nelson, I know that Matt Groening had a hand in creating this character. He's had his input like for most of the characters in the show, but I know that Nelson is like credited by having been created by another individual, and to date I have not been able to find out like too much about it. So for those good folks who would like to check out, sure, please go ahead and check your own history of Nelson. But I do know that on the show, so he has this waistcoat always, pink t-shirt with this denim jacket. I'm pretty sure it's denim. He has this like wide neck that goes like right around here, goes into that slightly like flabby chest. There's the rest of the denim and the t-shirt sleeve. So I think his chin will go right till here, and we'll go back to the forehead first. So here falls here, like unkempt here, and he always has this frown about him, like this. Even when he is depicted as like being in, like, not angry, he is shown to have this kind of eyebrow, which depicts that he is mostly that kind of character that is frowning. So very indicative also of his background. He's been shown to have a very I think it's like rough and tumble personal life. I don't think that the show has depicted his parents living together, but his father has shown up in different episodes. So that is his nose going upward, and there's that protruding famous Simpson lip, I think, that goes there, and he has this set of teeth that is always shown somewhere along that line. So while he is depicted to be this antisocial character, and he specializes particularly, well, he's bullied Bart, he's bullied other kids, but he particularly specializes in bullying Martin and Milhouse. So Milhouse is even like used to the bullying to the degree that he jokingly tells Bart once that he put off the bullying session for the day for a later time, because I think either he had something to do or so he's used to it. So it's not just like that they're making fun and trying to glorify bullying, because some scribes had a problem and they complained that the show is trying to glorify bullying and make it appear funny. And it's like really a commentary, it's really an insight into what really goes on. And of course the show is a comedy and it tries to make light of everything. And Nelson's own family life, for instance, I don't see anything that is depicted wrong there. That his mother is perhaps involved in questionable activity. They've hinted at it. They haven't shown it outright. Like, they've hinted at it in a very smart way. His father is both. Sometimes he will show concern because he has shown up to be with Nelson for a bit anyways in select episodes. So it's that dysfunctional family thing like going on there with Nelson and his parents. And I think that is what the show, although has not necessarily hinted directly, that is why Nelson is the way he is, sort of like an outcast or somebody who gets by taking out his frustrations perhaps, and there's no justification, but it is a reality of our society, and the show brilliantly, and even I would say that underhandedly, tries to portray that. So Nelson has that routine skin tone, the yellow skin tone going right there, and he is brilliantly voiced by the great Nancy Cartwright. I believe that Pamela Hayden also voiced him. Pamela Hayden was extensively just doing voice duties for different animations. Did it for a few episodes for the Simpsons, not just Nelson, but other characters as well, other child characters. So, but then Nancy Cartwright, who voices other characters as well on The Simpsons. She's done writing and production duties on shows like the Tracy Ullman Show, the initial like Twilight movie. So like multi-talented, but she really found a new path with The Simpsons. She's won awards for voicing somebody like Nelson. So Nelson, I mean, because he has this gravelly voice as well, and Nancy, who, yeah, she may voice other characters, but how she can like switch between Nelson and another character who has a more straightforward vocals, that is like truly amazing. So of course Nelson, what we say is recurring on the show, and his voice has been like fairly stable, like right through. So there hasn't been any development in terms of the character, except that on certain occasions Nelson is also known to have teamed up with Bart. He doesn't like Bart, Bart doesn't like him, and there was a whole episode that was actually dedicated to where Bart was expecting to be bullied and Nelson was on the hunt. So And there was also an episode in which I believe it was Lisa had a liking to Nelson because of his macho image that didn't like really last long or end well, and which is a good thing because the last thing that the show needed was to portray a character that as Nelson. Like movies sometimes do depict this, that these guys who are like bullies, who have cronies, who are tough, they sometimes have, in a weird way, they have a following. So the show smartly did not like delve into that too much, but yes, they do at times show that Nelson could just have that occasional soft spot to help Bart out, of course, for a common goal, for a common purpose. So we will just put in a casual pink very quickly and just round this up. So I'm really glad that The Simpsons endeavors continuously to bring us all of these little tidbits from society, from daily life, and yes, we see a reflection of them in every episode, and we definitely see reflections of them in Nelson's character. So if you haven't checked it out, please do check it out. He's a serious character but funny at the same moment. For instance, he has the ha-ha like funny laugh, which usually comes at the expense of others suffering. So I mean, not good, but depicted in a sort of acceptable and very ingenious, like funny manner. So please do check it out. We put out content pretty much every day, so please subscribe and keep in touch. Thank you for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day.